What's that? The Japanese edition of Hidden Pissed Off Programmer Rants is here already? Well, it's better than nothing. Sorry, Molyneux's having a rest this week, and Inafune is long overdue. But for those of you tuning in for the first time, this series is dedicated to begrudged game programmers, frustrated by co-workers, their bosses, or life in general, and passively aggressively leaving angry rants in video game code, assuming no one would ever find them. Oh wait, I did. We've already covered bitter Brits and affronted Americans in previous episodes, so this episode is dedicated to the exasperations of during Japanese developers. So, for one final time in this tirade trilogy, I say, but hello you, I'm Guru Larry, and I'll welcome you to Fact Hunt, Top 5 Pissed Off Hidden Programmer Rants, Japan Edition. Loosely based on SNK's arcade game TNK3, Iron Tank, The Invasion of Normandy was a 100% historically accurate recreation of World War II, as depicted by the Nazis' use of drone missile attacks and the Second World War being entirely won by a single Allied tank. Or at least it would have been accurate had it not fallen to Nintendo's usual bout of 80s censorship. As we don't want to trigger the Germans now, do we? Even if ironically it only ever came out in Australia in the PAL regions. Anyhow, it seems that the overzealous censorship wasn't the only thing that Nintendo were good at annoying people with. Iron Tank's programmer, one Yukio Kaneda, seemed particularly miffed at the big end, judging by his rather coarse choice of words hidden in the game code.
This is the programmer, KNT. Those idiots at Nintendo are fucking assholes. Die! Go bankrupt! I hate the Famicom. That idiot Mr. T, he fucking killed it.
Now, I don't know what issues Yukio had with everyone's favourite full pitier, but I'm sure Mr. T had much better things to do than to develop arcade ports to Japanese consoles. That or it happened on a particularly boring episode of the A-Team. Well, here's one for the books. Our first ever MSX game on Fact Hunt. For those of you who have never heard of this game before, Gulkave was a 1986 hard-as-nails side-scrolling shmup, originally made for the Sega SG-1000, and later ported to the MSX. There was also a homebrew port for the Coleco in 2012 as well, but that's not really relevant. Anyhow, while Gulkave is the first MSX game on our list, its hidden rant harks back to our British Programmers episode, as it's all about ranting about those scummy hacking pirates. And this one comes from a particularly angry coder, fuming after a hacker had the audacity to call him.
I got a call earlier from some guy who copied one of our ROMs. But what kind of software dev would be happy to hear someone pirated their game? Idiot. When I see people like that, I just want to punch them. Hey person reading this, don't you copy our games either. What the hell are they thinking? Those idiot pirates.
Now, in all fairness, you have to be a particularly stupid hacker if you ring up the company and tell them that you did that. So getting a punch would have been the least of their worries here. Made in the days when pachinko machines were cancelled and then turned into video games, I'd like the opposite today, our third position goes to Toshiba's 1985 Famicom game, Pachicom. I have to be careful how I say that. Quite possibly the most boring thing could ever make into a video game. And this is during a decade when companies were publishing lawnmower simulators. Anyhow, Pachicom's publisher, Toshiba, felt like they could go the extra mile of annoyance by requesting the addition of those annoying bleepy 8-bit noises to the game, scrapping all the hard work of actual digitised pachinko machine sound effects the audio team had developed and even included in the game code. So, rather perturbed by this bizarre demand, they left a friendly little letter to Toshiba in the code.
I'm saying what I want from here on in. Mr. Galhara from JPM Planning does absolutely nothing but give me all sorts of crap anyway. Shut up, you idiot. You retards say one thing, then something else later all the time. I worked all night working on what you told me to do. Don't say to me, it was better before. Who the hell do you think is going to play this with its boring bonus stage of the balls that get stuck? If you use select to put the joy right, that'll make it +1, you idiot! You're a sound company. Quit ignoring pachinko sounds and trying to put these weird sounds in instead. Do you want it to be this hard to hear the balls? I've left the previous sounds, so edit this if you want to hear it. Set hex address AFFC to 1FAF and AFC4 to E0EE to get decent sounds. Tiger V and Kuji. Company T, you idiots. Gao, you retard. Anyone can tell you what good sound is.
Luckily, this story concludes with a happy ending, as when Pachicom was re-released on the Famicom Disk System 3 years later, the digitised sound effects were finally added, and the angry note was nowhere to be seen. So it's a good old case of the squeaky wheel gets the grease here. Ganzo Saiyuki, Super Monkey Daiboken, aside from having a really annoying title for someone with a robonised gob, is a Famicom game based on the Journey to the West tale, just like every other bloody Japanese property has been for the last 3 decades. Now the game is renowned for its incredibly high difficulty. I mean, just look at it playing here. But it wasn't the only thing getting hard, as evident by the game's graphic tile set with Kaoru Nakajima's rather pervy message.
Designer Kaoru Nakajima, 26 years old, born 1960 in Toyokawa City, Aichi Prefecture. I wanna lick some pussy. I want a perverted miss. I like vagina and the clitoris.
Now, I did look up Kaoru Nakajima, mainly to insert some sort of "he never worked again" gag here. But it turns out he was most recently the character designer on the Wii U and 3DS editions of Super Smash Bros. So whoever said being a creep never got you anywhere in life? If ever a game deserved first place spot, it would be Namco's Erika and Satoru's Dream Adventure, with quite possibly the most convoluted way to ever access an Easter egg in the history of gaming. I mean, seriously, those overly complicated Call of Duty zombie Easter eggs ain't gotten out on this. So whoever this guy was who absolutely despised all of his co-workers really didn't want anyone uncovering it easily. For those of you out there in internet land who have never heard of this game, and I'm guessing it's nearly all of you, Erika and Satoru's Dream Adventure was a Japanese exclusive 2-player adventure game, starring a brother and sister who are sent on a quest by a talking cat to locate a crown that could control time and space. Now, if you thought the story was completely screwed up, wait till you hear how to access the Angry Diatribe. First of all, you need to complete the game, which is a good 12 hours of game time to start with. Then, on the end screen, let it sit for 18 minutes until the screen goes black and white. Then wait another 18 minutes for the screen to go sepia. Then wait another 55 minutes for the music to stop. As soon as that happens, immediately hold down A, B, start, select and left on the first controller and A, B and right on the second. All at the same time. Some music will now play to let you know if you've got it right. Then hold down B, select and right on the first pad, B, right and down on the second for a new tune to start. Wait for this tune to end, then immediately hold down A, B and up on the first controller. Then wait another 18 minutes, and this rant finally appears on screen.
That's a nostalgic song playing. Those were good times. Meanwhile, who the hell are these people with this project? I'm so glad it's over. You think it's nothing but good memories? Hell no. Let's use this space to give out some thanks. First off, Kaora Agura, who ran off with some guy in the middle of the project. Yes, you bastard. Don't show up at the office without showering after having sex 6 times the previous night. Next, Tatsuya Ohashi. Yes, you bastard. Don't gimme your flippant shit, coming in late on the day we ship the ROM like nothing's amiss. You can give me all the porn you want. I'm not forgetting that one. All that fucking weight you put on. No wonder you paid out 18,000 yen and still got nothing but a kiss out of it. Kenji Takano, Namco debugger, you are a part-timer. Don't dick around with the project planner. And finally, Kiyoharu Goto, the biggest thorn to my side in this project. Yes, you bastard. Once I get a time machine, I'm sending you back to the Edo period. Go do your riddles over there. That's a load off. Wait, no, it's not. Kiyoharu Goto, yes, you bastard. Just disappear already.
It's absolutely bizarre how one of the most insanely labyrinthine and aggressive Easter eggs of all time isn't more well known in the video game world. But Erika and Satoru's dream adventure definitely deserves more recognition here. Well, that and its programmer deserves a raise for putting up with all that crap.